Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another Russian custom. Today we are having a look at a game played on the European Grandmaster rank, and this, you can already spot it, is the game of off-meta junglers. We have a Zed with a Kiana and a Mordekaiser in the top lane, and then we have an Akshan in the jungle with a Sante and a
30 seconds until
Silas. So, Akshan in the frickin' jungle, huh? So the thing with Akshan is this. Akshan, his passive does not work on jungle camps. Okay? So, no matter how good he does, it's really sad, because I think that if Riot added that, that would make him a legit jungler. Because he has all the kits that a Twitch has. I mean, considerably better, to be honest. But in those easier times of jungling, like we are in right now, obviously, it is an absolutely great champion, because he can definitely clear through the jungle pretty okay. Starting with the C, you have to be a little bit careful that you don't drop aggro to your teammates. He didn't though. And so we're going to get the red buff to 600 on auto attack. Yep, there we go. And go to our Krugs. So this would already be pathing for a full clear. So if you're into that, obviously, you kind of wanna try to full clear nowadays in today's season. It's always a good idea to think about, okay, we're going to full clear, and then look from where you're working from, right? So your next camp, you're like, okay, is there going to be a gank opportunity on my next camp, or after I do my next camp, right? And then obviously, if there's a fight in the mid lane or something like that, and you're, for example, on Raptors, you can most definitely try to do something there. Okay, notable that he is kiting the camp a little bit here, and then you can kind of kite there and, if necessary, help. Ooh, really good swing. As we could have went into the mid lane here had we skilled our W. I'm assuming that he put points into his Q. Nope. Yep. Else the W would come out. W, much better. Ooh, okay. Kill picked up, and he will swing out. Don't forget the reset mechanics on this bad boy. And he will pick up the wave with his team, kind of help them push out. And then now he's going back to the jungle. He is going to be a little bit unhealthy, so we'll see how exactly he can do with that. He will get, what, approximately like 10% of his HP back on this sculler. Bada boom, bada bam. There we go. And then we'll see whether or not he will be able to actually clear out the camps, because, yeah, I mean, might be a little difficult. So generally, Akshan, pretty strong champion. In my opinion, one of the crazy strong underrated champions, because, I mean, what does he not have? He has a kill reset mechanic. He can just wipe out teams. He is a AD carry, so AD carries in general already hold a lot of strength just because of the way that they work, right? And he's an AD carry that has a reasonable amount of safety, because he was designed for a lane that is kind of hostile to AD carries, right? So generally not a bad thing to have, as obviously the recall was cancelled. He does have a kill, so he's probably at planning to get a 1.3k item instead of, you know, the 1.1. So there's not going to be a, what is it called? Eclipse, right? No lethality item here. It's going to be, yep. I figured it's going to be the Noon Quiver, 30 attack speed, 15 30 attack damage, 15 attack speed. And he should be pretty strong with this. This is I mean, it's a very strong item. It's just a very strong item on AD carries because it gives all the stats that you want. So very good. Obviously, lethality, a little bit better for some other reasons. But there's not that many people that play the lethality route. I think most people play the Kraken Slayer route. Has much more strength in the later stages of the game. Lethality can feel really good, but if you're rocking up against tanks, which nowadays you almost every game do, it can be a little bit difficult to scale that into the later parts of the game. Kraken going to be ignored. Still has the same issue it always had. It is out of the way, although one of the issues did get solved. That is the fact that the Kruk camp is now at least a little bit faster to clear, but still not fast enough, as we are crouching around. Sneaky. Gotta be a little bit careful. Beautiful swing in. And we'll pick up a kill on to Samira. Said level 6 has been acquired. Ooh, and no E available for Akshan. It's just going to be walking out. Crazy. Good W back in. Alright. Looking for a potential pickup onto someone. Nope. No one's going to be picked up. Just pushing out the wave. Pings that his E has 4 seconds. Obviously, once you get your E back, you have a lot of options. So Akshan definitely... Nami trolling a little bit. Yeah, that was very greedy. Nami could have given that away earlier even, but like this, it doesn't really matter because he made that misplay himself. Does have a pickaxe here. Could have went for Berserker Greaves as well. Not so important. Obviously, if you're playing Akshan mid lane, Greaves are quite important, because getting a good amount of move speed early on is very good. Helps you kite in, kite out, get your auto attacks, use your passive, all kinds of stuff. Depends a little bit on the matchup, but I think there's almost no matchup that you don't benefit from. Maybe Vayne versus Akshan or something in the mid lane, which you know, how often do you see that? I've actually played that, but only once in my life have I played Vayne versus Akshan. That is truly a rare matchup. There was a time where I played a little bit of Vayne mid. Actually, really fun champion to play in the mid lane. Alright. Gonna pick up the wards. No W available for like what, the next 20 seconds or 30 seconds, so that's fun. You can really feel how much tankier the camps are on the enemy team, but it's fine. Obviously, once Kraken Slayer is available here, it's going to be a much better time. On Akshan, you have a couple of options. You can go Kraken Slayer, you can go for something a little bit more like something that gives you a little bit more mobility. But the thing with Kraken Slayer, ooh, flash out, and he's going to be there. So, but the thing with Kraken Slayer is that the damage really is great. Like, you do a lot of damage. And it works so well with all of his passive and his runes and just everything, right? So it works really well. But, you know, sometimes the Galfor is much better in some difficult matchups. The Galforce can help you. For example, Xerath matchup, Vel'Koz matchup even more. Vel'Koz can be a really difficult one. And the Galforce can allow you to pick up a kill onto Vel'Koz very easily. Samira will be going down here 100%, right? Yep. know where to go for. Actually, really nice try by Samira, but she will be picked up nonetheless. And actually, in the jungle, the Akshan ultimate becomes actually a useful ultimate. I know it's crazy. So that's interesting. Zed has been power farming and he should be very, very strong here with the Hydra picked up for himself. Should be doing plenty good. This is going to be interesting. I mean, Kesante is winning top lane already, so that's actually a really important lane to be winning, because that is their magical damage output here for the blue team, right? But then on anything else, actually Jack Shaw here on the Kesante, very interesting. So he's planning on, I guess, team fighting a lot. And Samira picks up a double kill. Yeah, Samira keeping it spicy. But Akshan is ready. He's around and ready to pick up not only the kills, but also a wave, apparently. Lucian just like, okay, bro. Thank you very much, Akshan. What can you say? Man's hungry. He is going to acquire Kraken Slayer here 100%, and that is going to help him a lot with the jungle clear, as one of the changes was that jungle creeps did get more HP, which means that obviously with Kraken Slayer you're going to get through that much quicker. Plus the resistances and so on and so forth. Rage Knife actually acquired here as the next item, so we are straight into on-hit passive, which is very interesting. No collector, no nothing like that. Collector, an item that you see a lot on the mid lane, for example, because it can be really good. Not here. Yeah, that is a lot of strength. I mean, that camp was also not leveled up, so we have to keep that in mind, actually. Let's see. Yeah, the Kraken Slayer is pretty decent. Your E, I believe your E is actually useless at... Yeah, I think your E, I think I would say your E is actually useless in this camp. Because it, what does it do for you? It hits the small minions. Literally nothing you can use. Well, it is what it is. Zed has been power farming, so Zed is in a very strong position for the next dragon. As we have a Hextech dragon that has been picked up here. Okay. Picks up the red buff. So now he is really strong. Has been catching up pretty well. But you can tell how little farm of that is of the last like bit of farm that he got is actually farm that comes from jungle camps. As you can see, Zed has 9 where he has 12 cookies. So that's a rough one. Right, decides to not pick up the fight here. Fine. No W available as it would seem. But enemy team did not overstay. He is very strong, but I can imagine he wants to get to his Rage Knife pretty quickly. As Rage Knife is pretty strong, he's going to be hunting down the Kiana here. But Control Ward will point him out to the enemy team. I mean, Kiana, definitely a champion that whether or not she has her ultimate, you have to be careful with her. So we are dodging every ability. You don't just like tank through that. As ooh, it seems like we have detected a scoundrel here. Yeah, Zed is a scoundrel. It's Kiana engaging on to the... Oh! Goodness me, onto the Silas. Kill picked up for Kiana, then kill picked up for Akshan. Beautiful flash by Kiana. Akshan had to flash. And now we will see whether or not Akshan will be able to redeem. Oh. He actually doesn't dare to. Oh, yeah, this is going to be an easy pickup. Interesting that he didn't go for Zed. I would have thought that he would be able to pick up a kill onto Zed, but maybe Zed with his Eclipse and his Hydra is a little bit too strong. I personally would have tried and probably died. All right. So, is the Rage Knife acquired here? I'm not 100% sure. He did pick up a kill onto Kiana. But other than that, I'm not convinced yet. Well, I guess we will find out. Yep, Rage Knife has been acquired, and that makes him much, much stronger now. Or Rage Blade. That makes him much, much stronger. And then here with the double longsword, this could be armor penetration, but I'm not really expecting that. I'm expecting something like the Collector here. Collector works pretty well with his ultimate. All right. Loads of damage available here for Akshan. Yeah, picks up a kill on to the Pike as well. And Zed, will he be able to find something to hide behind? No, he will not. And welcome back to life, Lucian and Nami. And Akshan, the ridiculous champion that he is. Already coming through. And just like kind of hard winning these fights. Very, very good. Alright. Kiana? Kiana's just dead. Good night. Sweet princess. Nice. By the way, your Q, your Akshan Q, is able to detect invisible enemies. So that's really good versus stuff like Kiana and her grass spam, for example. Alright, kill onto the turret has been picked up as well. Goodness me, that is so strong. Oh my god, yes. Hydra. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Okay. Interesting build. So we have Rage Blade, Hydra, and Kraken Slayer. That's kind of weird. I mean, his Hydra is going to be very late here. So I don't know about that, but... Oh! Samir is just like, sorry, bro. Ay, ay, ay. That was a lot of damage, dude.
I love sneaking.
Oh, you love sneaking, huh? Alright. Zed ultimate coming out. Akshan picks up a kill. Dude, at this point, he does so much damage. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah. Gets out the ultimate. Actually quite useful whenever people are out of position like this. No turret to hide behind. No minions. Pretty strong. 14 stacks on the Hydra already. So, obviously, if you pick up enough kills, you'll do fine. Yeah, you can tell. Oh yeah, you can tell how much damage he does now. If he gets to stack up his Hydra, he's going to do very, very well for himself. Alright, Samira does not stand a chance at all. Oh my god, poor soul. Samira just trying to kind of do anything to him, but didn't even deal any damage to him. Yeah, at this point, he will be able to fight Zed as well. Akshan generally one of the stronger matchups into Zed. So Zed right now, very strong champion. If you want to play something good against it in the mid lane, you can choose Akshan as well. So maybe a cool little thing. Obviously, champion that you have practice on oftentimes better. But still something to keep in mind. Alright. Zed coming in onto the Akshan. Akshan will be popped by the Zed. Nami bubble. Zed will dodge it as Samira is ready. Good case. Santo ult here spacing for the Lucian, getting her out. Now we'll see whether or not Zed... Yeah, Zed's just safe. Unless he does this. Silas chain will not land. Beautiful outplay by the Zed, but Silas eventually will pick up the kill on to the Master of Shadows himself. And now we're picking up a Death Stance. Obviously really good versus stuff like Zed and Kiana. This is exactly the problem that I was talking about, right? It's like everyone's starting to build armor. And like, what do you do now? Tell me. What do you do now as Zed and Kiana? Zed in a little bit better position because, you know, he at least has the money already to have some armor pen. But still, I mean, you know, it only reduces 40% and there is only one armor pen item, so you can't reduce that further than 40%. It is what it is. Mordekaiser, I mean, starting to deal a little bit of damage, but really nothing noteworthy and can be kited around by this team anyway. Akshan ult is actually pretty decent in these skirmishes here. Is a fully charged ultimate, can deal a good amount of damage. Excuse me. Excuse-moi. Alright, no E available for Akshan, but we will pick up a kill, pick up a double kill actually onto the Pike. Yeah, this is not looking good. Full AD comms, huh? Full AD comms. Well, there's only Silas here for the red team as well, so, you know, let's not pretend that this game is magic heavy on any side of the story. But Silas at least better than Mordekaiser at applying that magical damage most of the time, especially when behind. Alright, we will see. Pike will be picked up. Zoe ultimate, well, the Zoe ultimate will be dodged. The Kiana ultimate will be dodged. And so the carry's still in a decent position. Oh, no kill pickup on to the Mordekaiser, unfortunately, but picks up a kill onto the Samira as well, who's in a rough position. Zed trying to mess with the enemy team. But obviously Zed needs the enemy team to kind of opt into his outplays, right? So that's not happening anymore. They've seen what he can do. Not a big fan. I'm going to look for Mordekaiser here, yeah. Ease onto the Mortar and Mordekaiser will be dead. That's ridiculous amount of damage coming out. As plenty to give on the AD carry will pick up a kill on to Mordekaiser. Pike goes down once again as well. Kiana looking for the Akshan here. Akshan shield coming through though, and yep, he will pick up a kill onto her. But will he be able to deal with Samira and Zed? I'll riddle you that he will not be able to. Big shutdown going over to Samira. And if this was a Jinx, I would be a little bit scared. But since it's a Samira, it's going to be very rough for her to have impact here because K'Sante is so strong. Talk about K'Sante versus Samira. Samira, I mean, she can deal with that, but she also does struggle against some disables, and K'Sante definitely has a bunch of disables. So. Ooh, K'Sante ultimate coming out. All out onto the Pike. Zed. Yeah, probably looking to fight that, as I would believe that Zed would be able to win that, right? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of armor on K'Sante, but eventually Zed should be able to win that. Catgirl picks up a kill onto the Fish Girl. Zed picks up a kill onto Silas, as K'Sante's still alive. The man in question, still doing hot. And Akshan, are we just... Okay. Interesting. So we're just starting Baron. I mean, obviously with Rage Blade, you are very strong. That was my windows? Oh, that was. Was that their windows? Might be their windows. That would be funny. That would be quite funny. Guardian Angel. I would have actually imagined a little bit of a different build here. Yeah. But you know what? It makes a lot of sense. Ooh, is he going to be able to... Well, not like that. Zed taking all the shots. Ooh, but we are in trouble. Pyke messed up his E though, so Akshan actually didn't get stunned, and with GA available here, when in doubt, we are just in way too safe of a position. So, unfortunate there. Zed, a little bit too preoccupied with revealing Akshan there as well. Going to take some damage from Lucian. Are we going to be able to pick up the kill here? Kiana, yep, losing a lot of HP. Kiana will go down, and the kill onto Zed picked up as well. And that is the enemy team already missing 2 of their members without the fights really started. So we'll see how this can go. I'm not expecting a whole lot of resistance anymore, as honestly GA is still available here for Akshan. Yeah, we're just trying to pick up a kill as Mordekaiser does pick up a kill. But this... Ooh, beautiful job by Samira. Samira really standing tall in this game, but it wasn't enough. She tried to find those opportunities. Actually, Zed was standing tall. And the beautiful swing by Akshan. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. GG.